So we are here in Las Vegas with Tom Kaplan from the Wolfgang Puck Food Group. Tom, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you.
So Tom, tell us a little bit about how you got here. What's your story and how you ended up here today?
It's actually an interesting story. I had always wanted to be an architect my whole life. Actually starting with my youth, Richard Meyer was a dear friend of my uncle and my dad's growing up, so he always inspired me to be an architect. I finished college at Bowdoin back east with an art history and a visual arts major. Came to California to work for a year before what I thought would be a career in grad school, maybe, who knows, up at Stanford, and ended up meeting Wolf on a small restaurant design job. He said he was going to open a new project. Did I want to come help him? And I said I knew nothing about the restaurant business. I'd been a collegiate and high school wrestler for 9 years, so I knew nothing about food. A little bit about drinking, having been at Bowdoin in the Northeast. And I said, what can I possibly offer you, Wolf? And I think because I had no experience, I was a sponge, and he knew I had a good background, at least a good education, I could probably help him in some way. He said, maybe you work in the office, and then we see what happens. Well, this was in 1982, and Spago had just opened. He threw me in the mix, except in the kitchen. He knew I couldn't cook, and he still knows I can't cook. And it opened, Spago opened. It became much bigger than we had initially anticipated, and from really that point on, I decided that probably, rather than being a starving architect, I'd pursue a career in the restaurant business, and really learned on the job, learned all about food, wine, hospitality. The quick end of this question, though, would be that the last restaurant we opened was a restaurant called Cut at the Beverly Wilshire Four Seasons Hotel that we were able to hire Richard Meyer to design. So it sort of came full circle.
Wow.
My sort of combining my love of architecture with my new career.